What's going on, freedom fighters? Welcome back to another broadcast of Break the Chains Media. Today is Tuesday, August 23rd, 2022. Tyranny Response Tuesday here on Break the Chains Media, and I'm your host, Corey. Guys, I know it's been a while. I've missed you. I love you. It's just, there's a lot's been happening in the Break the Chains office, okay? I've got a lot of stuff happening. My garden's going, like, bonkers. It's going crazy. Got a video coming up with my garden video update. I've been doing a lot of backlog and just trying to do more artwork. I've got some commission pieces. I'm doing a long form video, not like this, but more like a long in-depth video with my good friend Johnny Hurley, like older videos about doing activism and the 1 year anniversary. I'm working on that. So I'm doing a lot of things behind the scenes, so I haven't really been able to grind out these weekly and bi-weekly videos. I feel bad for you, but guess what? I'm back on the attack, and we're going to go into it all because we've got a lot to catch up on. When Dr. Fauci announced that he was resigning at the end of the year yesterday, I had to make a video. I had to make time to grind out a video about that. But that video is going to be on my new tech platform. So it's going to be on Rumble or BitChute only. So you got to find me on those new tech platforms. Find Break the Chains Media on those and subscribe there. This video, we're going into Mar-A-Lago. We're going into Trump suing the FBI and the federal government with what happened there. Absolutely unprecedented, unbelievable. And, you know, it doesn't matter if you're a Trump fan or a Democrat or a socialist, anarchist, anti-state. It doesn't matter. The fact is that this sets a precedent for the weaponization of bureaucratic arms of the government to attack and criminally go after political opponents. And that's what the whole meat of this video is really about, is just understanding the depth and the breadth and the weight of what happened with the DOJ, what happened with Garland and the FBI, and what happened against Trump, and the fact that Trump's been working with these people since he left office, and he, executive privilege, attorney-client privilege, all of these things. We're going to go into all of that in this video here. And first things first, I wanted to just let y'all know it's a sad day here. I can no longer live stream on Twitch. So that was another aspect that I had to deal with in my time away. The fact that my live stream service indefinitely suspended me, as well as Styx Hexenhammer, as well as L is for the way, another awesome freedom fighter. She's also known as Some Bitch I Know on other platforms, but she does a lot of deep dive discussions and stuff like that, things that I do. But so all of us, and I'm sure others too, but we were all booted off the Twitch platform almost literally the same day for, quote, being a harmful misinformation actor. And what really pisses me off is the fact that, some of the examples are not limited to, is what Twitch said, a lot of stuff regarding the global sickness that happened, a lot of wild-eyed, crazy theories about the letter Q, those kind of things, which I've never really spoken about. If anything, I've spoken against that kind of stuff. So it's pretty bullshit that I was removed from the platform. But to be honest, Twitch is a garbage platform anyways. We are working on a new live streaming platform that I will be giving you the information to as soon as I have that all in the works. But I'm going to be on a new platform that you'll be able to see Break the Chains Media on live stream, because I love doing the live streams. But we've got to get there, right? And speaking of getting there, you got to hit that subscribe button here on this channel, because I'm trying to get YouTube subscribers to over 1,000 so I can do live streaming here. So hit that subscribe button, share this video with your friends and family. Find me on Telegram, t.me/breakthechainsmedia, to stay in the connection, to stay in the know, to be involved with community, with Colorado, localism, activism. Let's get rid of the alphabet agencies. You got the DOJ, you got the FBI, you got the NSA, you got the CIA, you got the ATF, you got the DHS, you got all the alphabet soup on the shelf. All of it needs to get thrown out. All the bureaucrats need to get thrown out of office. Big government equals big problems. And I am sick of big government. That's one of the main reasons why I've become an activist in the first place. Big government, big problems. I'm showing my age, but can't remember the rapper's name. I don't know if it was P Diddy, 50. I don't know, Nelly. I don't know, but or Coolio. I don't know. You know, I'm terrible with rap. But more money, more problems. More government, more problems. That's the truth, folks. That's really what we have to get down to. But I'm gonna just stop blabbing because I'm just talking your ear off here. Anyways, we're gonna jump into the Mar-A-Lago info. We're gonna jump into Donald Trump and what's going on with that, and him suing the federal government due to what they did in Mar-A-Lago. I'm gonna pull this up for you right here. This is from Truth Social. I'm not on Truth Social. This is real Donald Trump. This is Donald Trump speaking on Truth Social. We have just filed a motion in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of Florida, strongly asserting my rights, including the Fourth Amendment of our Constitution, the greatest and the best Constitution, regarding the unnecessary and unwarranted un-American break-in by dozens of FBI agents and others of my home, Mar-A-Lago, in Palm Beach, Florida. It's probably a terrible Trump accent. Or, you know, terrible Trump rendition. But that's what you get. That's what you get on Break the Chains Media, okay? But yeah, so filing under the Fourth Amendment of the Constitution, and this is big breaking information here, and that's on my Telegram channel, so you can find it there. But Trump sues the Biden admin over the FBI raid. On Monday, former President Donald Trump filed a lawsuit against the Biden admin seeking a review and inventory of every item removed from his home during the FBI's unprecedented raid on Mar-A-Lago early this month. I don't know why they put that in quotes. Quote, unprecedented. It's literally unprecedented. It's never been done before. A sitting president has never been raided by or a previous president's never been raided by the new admin. Never been raided. FBI raided, okay? Trump has also asked the judge to block investigators from examining the materials. It's probably too late. They probably ripped through as much as they could as soon as they got it. Trump lawyers Lindsey Halligan, James Trusty, and Evan Corcoran filed a lawsuit which accused the federal government of refusing to, quote, provide President Trump with any reason for the unprecedented general search of his home. The fact is, folks, Trump was working with the FBI as far back as April, January. It's almost been a year that Trump has been working with the FBI and working with the DOJ, working with the National Archives to institute certain document privileges and this, that, and the other. So what's really interesting is that they never even had to do the raid in the first place. It all sets a precedent. It all sets in the most broadest spec propaganda for the and fuel for the media fire to encourage this kind of dualist political rivalry between the current admin and Trump. And obviously with January 6th, they tried to stick as much as they could on Trump, and with the insurrection and all the other stuff happening there on January 6th. And that has been a whole big fat goose egg. So they're literally trying to use the National Archive. They're weaponizing the National Archives and now the FBI to find dirt on Trump. They've been searching and they've been investigating Trump for going on 5 to 6 years now. They've been doing everything they can to find something on him, and they haven't. And like I said, I'm not trying to tout for Trump. I'm not trying to like be a rah-rah or Republican, because I'm not. I'm anti-state government, anti-government all the way. But this sets a precedent for a banana republic, for bureaucracy, for the weaponization of the DOJ and the FBI to go after political adversaries. And this is dangerous. We have to expose that for what it is. And that's the most dangerous aspect of this, okay? Jumping into another article here, jumping into the further end of the article. This public statement is deeply troubling given that President Trump is the clear frontrunner for the 2024 Republican presidential primary and the 2024 election. Should he decide to run, the lawsuit states, the statement clearly suggests that the decision to raid Mar-A-Lago a mere 90 days before the 2022 midterm elections involved in a political calculation aimed at diminishing the leading voice in the Republican Party, President Trump. That is exactly what I feel, my opinion, is what's happening right now. The weaponization of the DOJ and trying to form criminal investigations into Trump, and that's what January 6th was. That's what Russiagate was. That's what That's what P-Gate and the Steele dossier and all these things that they've been trying to find a way to get him, and they impeached him twice and both fell through. This is absolutely insane. It's just another feather in this crazy Democrat liberal loony left hat that they're trying to do to attack and weaponize against Trump. And Daily Mail says Donald Trump had over 300 classified documents at Mar-A-Lago, including boxes handed back in January, ones returned in June, and those seized by the raid in the FBI this month. So the scale of the former president's cache of files is what pushed the Justice Department to launch their unprecedented raid on August 8th. The paper reports that the first tranche of 150 classified documents were returned to the National Archives in January. Some of the rest were returned in June, and the remainder were seized in the August raid in Mar-A-Lago. So that right there proves that Trump has been voluntarily working with the National Archives and the DOJ, returning various classified material and documents. And at the end of the day, Trump can talk to anybody about anything, and therefore it becomes declassified or unclassified. He can write down a sentence and it becomes unclassified because he has executive privilege, and that's what this is. And a lot of these other documents were attorney-client privilege exemptions as well. So we're going to keep going into this here. Just some photos of the lackeys here sitting there. Oh, we got a raid mark. We got to sit there with the rifles and look at how ridiculous this is. This is the trove of documents that they we had to raid it. We had to raid Trump to get it because Trump's a criminal. Got to do the bad things. Okay? Trump sues the federal government. And this is a list of what they found, right? Boxes, miscellaneous secret documents, miscellaneous confidential documents, miscellaneous top secret documents. Like, are you serious? They're going to use that. They're going to use that as a broad umbrella to cover whatever they feel might be something they. Who knows? Maybe they even planted something. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just saying that is a way for them to just say an amorphous blob of miscellaneous top secret documents. You had this. Oh, they're saying it was nuclear codes to Saudi Arabia, or Trump's going to sell the nuclear codes to foreign countries. I got to break it to you, America, but the nuclear codes get changed quite frequently, and on top of that, you really think that the nuclear codes would have stayed the same between presidential administrations? You're absolutely out of your mind. They're using all of these things as reasons for the raid, right? But they don't have any justice. Trump literally released the warrant the same day that the media was saying, oh, Trump's guilty if he doesn't release the warrant. Well, Trump releases the warrant. Now they're asking for the affidavit to be released, and the DOJ is like, well, we gotta take some time, and it's gonna take too long. There's gonna be confidential things. We gotta redact a lot of things. It'll take several days to redact this. It might take too long. We might not even be able to redact this information in the affidavit. So who knows? See how they're just pushing it on and on and on and just saying, because they know that they're in trouble. They know that they're in hot shit, okay? This is archived article, Just the News. Biden White House facilitated the DOJ's raid on Mar-A-Lago, scuttled privilege claims, okay? Long before it's professed to prior knowledge of the raid on Donald Trump's estate, the Biden White House worked directly with the Justice Department and the National Archives to instigate the criminal probe into alleged mishandling of documents, allowing the FBI to review evidence retrieved from Mar-a-Lago this spring and eliminating the 45th president's claim to executive privilege, according to contemporaneous government documents reviewed by Just the News. Memos show that then White House Deputy Counsel Jonathan Sue was engaged in conversation with the FBI, DOJ, National Archives as early as April of 2022, shortly after 15 boxes of classified and other materials were voluntarily returned to the Federal Historical Agency from Trump's home. By May, Sue conveyed to the archives that President Joe Biden would not object to waiving his predecessor's claims to executive claim or privilege, a decision that opened the door for the DOJ to get a grand jury to issue a subpoena, compelling Trump to turn over any remaining material possessed from his presidency. So, right there it says that the Joe Biden would not object to waiving executive privilege on Trump, compelling or allowing the DOJ to get a grand jury to issue a subpoena for the remaining documents. That right there shows political rivalry, weaponization of the DOJ, right there. Okay, and this is a very extensive article. I will post. I don't want to go through the whole thing, but it's basically saying that the White House knew, Biden knew about the raid, DOJ knew about this, which was all in the know, and they're batting an eye, saying, "Oh, we had no idea. It's him. It's him. It's like the Three Stooges. They're all pointing at each other. It's not me. It's not me. It's this guy. It's all the Three Stooges bullshit." Memo proves Biden White House facilitated an FBI Mar-A-Lago raid. I've got dozens of articles here, folks. I mean, long before it professed no prior knowledge of the raid on Donald Trump's estate, the Biden White House worked directly with the Justice Department and the National Archives to instigate a criminal probe into the alleged mishandling of documents. Okay? Biden called in the FBI to look at the first haul of classified Trump documents. New York Post. All of these articles. And you know what this is all leading towards, folks? So let's check this out here. Wall, the May 10th letter, Wall rejected that claim, writing that Supreme Court precedent. Okay, let's see here, because the Supreme Court's important in this whole case. According to Wall's letter, the White House counsel's office affirming a request for the Department of Justice supported by an FBI letterhead memorandum initially asked the National Archives on April 11th to provide FBI access to the 15 boxes for its review within 7 days. In response, according to Wall, Trump's legal team sought to delay the disclosure until April 29th. On that date, Just the News reported, Corcoran wrote to the National Archives General Counsel Gary Stern requesting the handover to be further held up until we have had the opportunity to review the documents and consult with President Donald Trump, so that he may personally make any decision to assert a claim of constitutionally based privilege. In the May 10th letter, Wall rejected that claim, writing that Supreme Court precedent strongly suggests that a former president may not successfully assert executive privilege against the very executive branch whose name the privilege is invoked. That's interesting wording. Wall added that the Justice Department had advised me that there is no precedent for an assertion of executive privilege by a former president against an incumbent president to prevent the latter from obtaining presidential records belonging to the federal government where such records contain information that is needed for the conduct of current business of the incumbent president's office and that is not otherwise available. I have therefore decided not to honor the former president's protective claim of privilege, Wall wrote. So Wall is the acting national archivist. So Wall is the one that basically said, you know, Trump's executive privilege, no, doesn't count. And because Biden's in office and Biden said he can remove executive privilege from Trump, yeah, it's just okay. Just take his stuff. We don't need. Trump doesn't need executive privilege. He's just a criminal. Always going to be a criminal, right? That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to weaponize all this to get Trump. And like I said, I'm going to say it again. It's not a left or right thing. I'm not rah-rah Republican, okay? But this is a weaponization. This is a banana republic. This is how government and countries fall. This is how countries are destroyed. In summary, Larry Kudlow, Trump raid is about a desperate attempt by the Biden admin to keep Trump off the ballot. That is literally what is happening right now. Okay? And it's shocking. Okay? That's all it is. It's to make sure that Trump doesn't run in 2024. Trump, same thing with the January 6th. And I'll say it 100 times over, but this Mar-a-Lago thing is dangerous, and it just goes to show you that the alphabet soup is expired. Get all the bureaucracy out of it, folks. And potentially, my opinion is that Trump may have had classified material or documents that was incriminating evidence to someone or something or some involvement to some criminal case that the current administration may be wanting to hide, or may be wanting to make sure that other people don't see it. Whether, you can let your mind wander on what those criminal cases or international disputes about certain people in certain countries, and maybe certain servers or certain emails that might be involved, or certain people that didn't commit suicide, or something along with little black books, or something along with blackmailing on special islands. So there might be lots of documents that Trump may have had that the current administration may not have wanted to make public. So with that being said, there's a lot of information here, and we'll see what happens. But basically what needs to happen now is that this court case has to end up going to the Supreme Court, where, mind you, Trump appointed 3 of them. But that's neither here nor there. It's the fact that the precedent of a current president revoking executive privilege against a prior precedent, not to mention Trump's attorney-client privilege, and the fact that Trump was working with the FBI the whole time. This is absolutely insane. It's all a dog and pony show. It's all a political play. It's all pandering for. It's all political posturing for the midterms, and then up and coming the 2024 election, folks. You guys, I love you. I appreciate you. You guys want to find the New Tech exclusive talking about the Fauci resignation? If you want to listen in on all of that, things I can't really say on mainstream or the big tech platforms. So that's going to be on Rumble and BitChute. Subscribe and follow me there. I've got Twitter, I've got Minds, I've got Gab, I've got Telegram, t.me/breakthechains media, where you can find all of my content. And I'm going to be posting a new garden update video with gigantic plants and a lot of things happening in my backyard as well. So the Fauci resignations on the New Tech platforms and garden update coming up. Folks, I love you. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time. And as always, fight for freedom.